Mastering classical guitar is coming up. So, well, hello, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jose Velez from jbcreationstudio.com, and if you're new here, consider subscribing. Today, I am gonna be mastering a classical guitar by one of my friends. Let me show you his face. His name is Isaac Lausel, and we studied together in college back in the 90s. Can you believe it? Classical guitar bachelor degree, but he kept us doing more and more. Now he's a doctor in guitar, so he's amazing. He's a great friend, and he sent me the file, and I'm gonna be mastering an album for him, but I'm gonna show you one song, and then let me show you this because this is so cool. He did an ebook, and here are everything. He's gonna be doing something awesome with this. Can you see? Yeah, it's deep. It's very cool. So a little sneak peek there. So he sent me the track with his guitar, and then he sent me another one but with effects. So I have the effects here. Let me draw the normal one without effects. Okay, so I use Studio One and I use Reason. I use Reason 12. Now I have 13. I have to try it out, but I have both, but I'm still in 12. But Studio One 6, and I use Reason for mixing and producing. It's easier for me to come up with the ideas, and I use Studio One for mixing and mastering because you have more flexibility. And here is the page for mastering, which is awesome. You really can see it clearly and see everything, and then you have all the songs, and Studio One is very good. So this is the raw track, which is gonna be the normal one, and this is the same one but with effects. So it's a little echo there. So I'm gonna try to. He sent me both, so so I know what idea he want for the echo. So let's start. Yeah, come on. Here in the insert, I can start putting the insert. Something that right away. This is the PRMS is very low. See the zero over here? He's way down, which is normal for classical guitars and piano. I remember, let me put the face back, when I did my album that I have here all the time. I see if you can see it here, my classical album. Well, it's not classical, but I was playing my acoustic guitar, classical guitar. I had a lot of trouble with the volume, and by that time, that was a long time ago, more than 10 years ago, one of my friends, Adriano Penteado, he did the mastering for me, very nice, and he was fighting with raising the volume and everything, so he did a great job. And then since then, I was like, I have to learn this stuff to make it happen, because yeah. And then learning, so that's why I'm teaching you right now. So it's very low. So right away, before I start my chain, I'm gonna go to Studio One and finding a gain tool, which here is the mix tool, and I'm gonna raise the gain a lot because we need to get a lot of gain. See, right now we're here. I'm gonna be using K14 because K14 is gonna help me get to -3 when it's red. It's gonna be around -3, and when I put it in the normal peak, so then I know I'm getting closer to where I want it to be. I want it to be -3, -2, so I don't want to be right there in the zero. I'm gonna leave dynamic, and you're gonna see if I push it more, I'm gonna have distortion, so I don't want that. So right now I'm gonna push the gain, maybe 8 or 10. Let's start with 8 and see what's going on. Okay, without. So we're racing. So right now in K14 I am almost in -8, 12. So we did something good. Let's do 2 more. I'll get it to 10 because this is very low. Now we're -9, so I like where we're going. Now we can start adding processing. So I'm gonna go and add my reason rack, which reason now you can use in other DAC, which is pretty cool. And you can make your combinator, which is gonna be, we have to start from scratch, but so you can see the process. Let me put a combinator, because then I can start putting all the devices there in the combinator, and then I can save it and put a name. So we don't need instrument, we need the effects. Let's start with the EQ. I have a couple of EQ, but the one that I'm gonna use today, and most of the time, is the Synapse GQ7 graphic equalizer. Let's start with this one. And then we need and I have 2 mastering videos tutorials in my channel. You can look it up. Mastering, I did mastering for piano, and a mastering for one of my songs. Actually now I have 3. So you can check it out if you still need to learn more, because I went more in depth in those videos. I'm gonna be using now a tape effects, which is here the Audiomatic transformer tape. See, tape is already there. See what's going on, and then we're gonna use a multi-band compressor. I have a couple of those, but the one that I'm gonna use, and I don't know if they have it in stock anymore in the recent rack shop. The Red Rock multi-band compressor by Red Rock. Yeah, and I'm gonna be using the default, which is 4 bands, and then messing around with the treasure and the makeup gain. The rest I'm gonna leave it the same because it's the default. So most of the time the default will be very gentle, and this is what we need. Next will be limiter or maximizer. I'm gonna be using my favorite awesome maximizer. Sadly, I think this is no longer in the shop, so you will have to find another maximizer and use, yeah. Oh, before we put the maximizer, because he have a little echo, let's put a little bit of the echo by using the RB7000. Let's put it before, let's put it at the end, and then I'm gonna make a game just to see where we are. So the game will be the silly game. Silly game over here. There you go. So that's gonna be my chain. See, And let's put this one bypass, and then at the effects that we want, I'm gonna be using a play river. And then this one is the silly game for the audio where we are in the meter. So I'm gonna be listening and checking that out. So let's listen. Now we're gonna start listening and checking. Gonna start with the EQ. There's nothing here, so I'm gonna start with the high. I'm not gonna go crazy, but I'm gonna cut. There's a lot here, so I'm gonna cut there. I'm gonna put some bass and cut back there. Okay, I like there. I'm gonna put some tape emulator. Tape, see, this is another effect, but I'm gonna keep it on tape. And the wet dry, gonna go 52% and without, without, very subtle, but it's doing a little bit topping M, which I like. See, not crazy. Okay, now this is the part interesting. I'm gonna go some treasure here, lower the bass and the high, so when we are doing the makeup gain, it's gonna go up. But the music is done, so I had to back it up. Okay. Okay, let's put some makeup in the high, and you can see this move. Now it's a little bit more open. Let's bring the makeup gain here, this down. So it's kind of working as a EQ too. But because it's a multiband compressor, I am checking just the bass, the mid, and the high. And because it's not a rock, so I don't have to go up and crazy with that. So now without, with, oh, it's a little bit more open, see? Without, more clarity, which we are looking for. Now we have to check, and if I mix something when the camera was off, I put a mix tool over here. This is from Studio One, the game, and I put 10 in the game because it was very low. So without, it was here. See, very low, 20 minus 27. With this on, I put 10 gauge, so now we're minus 18, which is good. And now with the rack, we're gonna increase that. Let's go to, oh, let's do the effects first. Let's do the effects. And let's put it on. Too much. 8. I like it there, and the one that he put sounds like this. This is the one without mastering, but with the effects, so I can have the idea of what he wants. Okay, so now I'm gonna look for the volume for commercial release. Let's see where we are. We have to find the loudest part of the song, which is over here. We have to go loud, so I'm gonna put this on the maximizer and lower the threshold. See, we're -9, -6. So we need to lower even more to get minus. I want to get to -3. Let's back it up. And here I'm gonna put it on K14 so I can see when it's coming to the red or yellow. See, it's in the yellow. So K14 is not that when you go to the red is the 0, it's just -3, -4, which I like to get there. So it's a healthy level, but it's not distorting, you're not squashing. See, -5, -7, -3. So we're very close. I just have to push it a little bit down. And let's see. Now I'm gonna see it here. -5. -4. Okay, -1. Beautiful, just a smidge. -3. I'm gonna go to peak. Close to 0, see? See, -2 I saw here. So that's, for me, that's good. And then we have the reverb, we have the multi-band compressor, a little bit, almost nothing in here, and the EQ is very subtle. So there you go. Now we can compare master, but I went here and did a little bit of the gain so we can compare a little bit. So let's compare the two. So this is the original with the effects, and this is the master process that we just did. Of course, a lot more louder because we add more, but that's okay. The point is the tone. That's what I'm looking for. The tone, the cue, So I hope this was helpful. Let me change it back to my face. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much, Isabel Lausel, for trusting me with this project. It's gonna be awesome. I'm looking forward to it. And for all of you watching, if you want me to teach you, or if you want me to send something and I can do mixing, mastering, or music production for you, or anything else, let me know. See you next time. Remember, it is any sound.